Okay, so I wanted to make a quick little video about like how my look changes and switches because like the way that I'm presenting myself right now, you can see like my eye shape. And if you are very curious on like the pictures that I post on Instagram and like the content that I've been making, there's a reason to like why I'm looking the way that I'm looking. So this is just a regular hat that I have, but the way that I wear my hat, so I tighten it and I flipped it inside out for like the strap right there. So when I put on the hat, it's tight, but then to give myself a lift, that's how I am able to give myself like I don't want to say a facelift, but more like an eye lift is what I want to call that because it's giving more of like a cat eye, like a feet. I don't want to say cat eye because like the cat eye is like the makeup thing, and I don't want to call it. I want to say feline look. It's looking very feline. Okay, so I made a Pinterest board and I want to share you guys. So I'm going to screen record that of my looks that I have made in the past. So, or not made in the past, but like had presented myself as. So I'm gonna start with this one. So this is the first view. So this is like my look. Actually, psych, I'm gonna go to the bottom. So with this one, this is the look that so I had purchased a wig. So this one is actually the first wig that I got of this. And I got it from Amazon and the wig looked different. So this is the wig actually wearing it backwards. And that's the reason why it looks like that. And I actually looking at this picture, I do like how this wig looked. But that's this was part of version one of building myself as Crosswell with my lion look. So there's that one. And then it moved to this wig because I wanted a new type of wig that I can wear. So I'm not recycling and using the same look all the time. So I opted for like a shorter, it was a pixie cut type of wig. And the way that I wear it, I wear wigs, I want to actually give it style. I don't want to say personalities. I want to give it style. So I'm wearing it in my specific way of what I want to wear as. And it looked like I really do like how it looked in this picture and the other one. These are the same pictures, but with different poses. But obviously, you can see I look different for some reason. Like I don't know why I look different in these compared to the other ones, but there's that. And then I tested out this look as well, doing different type of makeup, and I like how this picture looks. To be honest, I don't know what it is with it. Like it's just very interesting. I'm trying to zoom, but okay, psych. But it's very interesting on how this looks, how this look looks. But I mean, like, there's that one. And then like there's this one as well. So this one, there was another wig that I got off Amazon before I get too ahead of myself. So I had got a black wig, and there's a funny story with this one because like I got this one from a shop within like my neighborhood. So I had asked the barber. I'm sorry, it sounds ridiculous. So like I asked the barber to actually, can I get a haircut with this wig? Like, no, what did I say? I said, can I get a haircut, but not my real hair, but with a wig. And they were all for it. I'm just glad that there wasn't a lot of people in there in the first place. But I really needed someone help. I needed someone's help to cut the wig because like each time I tell you, each time I try to cut a wig, it ends up looking like when I try to go for a buzz cut. It looks, I don't know, I'm lost for words. Like for I just not a hairdresser, but like, I'm trying. But I asked for a wolf cut. Now the wig looked choppy, but like I knew like when I had the wig, like it looked choppy from the first place, but like I didn't care for that because I knew I was gonna add some style and some like some pizzazz to it. So I had actually worn that to work. I was at work and I looked like this. That's why like I like this look. It's a story behind it, and like that's just I'm like this in the IRL in real life. Like I'm really this is not a personality. This is not like an internet personality type of thing. This is like a real day occurrence. Like I actually it's a personality. But this is like a real day occurrence of like what I how I present myself as because like I want to present myself as uh in a way that is unique and different rather than just like being with like everyone else and how they dress, but this is like my own style, and I actually do like this like style. And I mean, yeah, I was at work, and yeah, I'm just gonna move on. I'm just gonna move on from that. But And then I got another wig. So this one I got from Amazon. It was a strawberry blonde wig. So I this time I cut it, and I had taken information and data from YouTube. I had watched enough of Brad Montes videos, uh, haircut. But I was doing it differently, and I like how this looked. I like how this looked, but it was still choppy, and I was trying to like make it stand on its own, which it did. But the front part of the wig was standing, but the back of the wig, it looks really interesting from like the side profile. But like I was literally trying and I'm experimenting with I'm not gonna say wigs, I'm gonna say hair pieces. So because I think I like that rather than just saying like I'm wearing a wig, I'd rather say like I'm wearing a hair piece, like an accessory to enhance my look, is what I want to say. And then like I stopped with wearing the wigs. Oh yeah, I can't forget this one. But this one was like so the first two pictures at the very bottom of like the Pinterest board, this is like how like it looked like in motion and everything like that. So there's that, and I had my Euro piece on. So then I stopped wearing wigs, so then I actually bleached my hair, so I did half my head. And it looks really interesting with this image because it's like an infinity mirror, and that's the reason why I had this. And I had the piece on like the side of my head. It was a hairband, but I had worn it like backwards so I could like have the pressure points on the side of the temples so I can feel that. And I obviously I was at work like this, and this was like my day look pretty much. And then like I had experimented with doing like something a little bit differently without using like the white makeup. So it's still a line look with like the blonde hair and the black hair. But like I just did like a little makeup on like the nose to kind of give it like, that lion look. So it kind of complements my skin tone pretty much. And then so yeah, when I go back to this picture, this is the picture where I had used Blue Tick by Blue London. Uh, it's a London dye that I use, and that's the reason why it's blue because I was experimenting with that, and I had like used like a blue color pencil on like one of the eyebrows because at this point, like I had cut my eyebrows in a specific type of way, just going up rather than having like that arch because I don't really want to have the arch, but it's like my natural eyebrows that I have it, and my eyebrows are not like even, so it's just like I have to like fill it in to kind of make it even. Especially when I'm like doing content and just like my everyday occurrence. And then this is just my very recent picture that I have. This is like an upgraded version of Crosswell, and but yeah, so yeah, there's like my collection of archive, and then like you are free to go to my Pinterest board. So my Pinterest board is like xwell.crosswell. Where's my Pinterest board? So I also want to talk about like my future mind artifacts. So this is just like a collection of things that I'm just like updating regularly of like the things that I find interesting and cool about like what I'm doing and what my mission is and like what my philosophy of becoming is. And you are free to watch other videos of like what I'm building and like my philosophy of become, because it's a very like important statement that I want to state for myself to become something greater than I had ever imagined. So, but there's that board. And then let's see what else. Um, I had made another video about like the Mars themed croquis sketches, so I can like show you guys like what it means to me and like what I was doing like designing for college. So there's that. Um, these are my actual croquis sketches that I had actually drew myself um, from my education at Washington State University. And then I had created like an alien board. So basically, these are my original designs and like what I had actually came up with. So this one is a very important one because I had actually worn this shirt to work and got dress coded, obviously. But this was like my original design that I had made in Illustrator. So that alien head is what I did. Oh, that actually looks like hair. But this is so aliens mean a lot to me, and I treat it as a real thing and not a stereotypical type of way. Even though this one is like um Greenhead, but this was like an old project that I had, and I made another video explaining like why it's on the pole and like why it has like the string tied to it to keep it together. I made other videos explaining about that, but that's not my focus. So this one is like another version. So this is like the front part of the shirt that I had, and this is like my alien script language that I had wrote like myself. This was like old language scripts that I had written back then to go with like my other designs from my earlier prototypes, but um that's something that I came up with. This one is the Mutation Archive, so it's like a magazine that I came up with, which I'm gonna have as an actual product to actually sell to people. So there's that. And what else? Yeah, that's pretty much all like the Pinterest board that I have. As I said before, like I'm updating it regularly. And I want to like actually like hold on. Am I recording? Okay, just want to, how to make sure. But on a serious note, like this is like I'm actually building a legacy here, and I want people to just see my evolution and like growth and becoming something greater and like becoming like an actual like superhero, pretty much. That's why I am considered a techno mutant. I want to keep that title because it means a lot. So techno mutant Crosswell, so techno mutant Xwell. So or Xwell techno mutant, but I think like techno mutant Xwell sounds better. So it's just like an updated version of Crosswell. So it's still Crosswell, so I mean, you're still Lion Boy, but yeah, that's like I mean, not really the main topic of the video, but I just wanted to show you guys like what I'm doing and like what my creative mind goes to, since I have a creative background in the first place. But yeah, with that being said, Xwell out.